What's up, my friends? Today I will talk to you about the most effective technique to influence other people. All of you probably read some books about many different techniques of manipulation, and most of them require you to have direct access to the person whom you want to manipulate. And even if you do have that access, you still need to influence that person. But this task becomes harder if the person is biased against you, if the person doesn't trust you, if the person doesn't allow you to be very close or have an intimate or a private conversation with that person. So what would be the solution to that? The most effective way to affect other people's opinion, and it's surprisingly not used enough by individuals, but it's hugely used by governments and big corporations, is when you try to influence one person, you don't actually focus on that person, you focus on the surrounding of that person, of the social circle of that person. We are social animals, meaning we are dependable on what other people are thinking about us. This goes back to the tribe days, when the opinion of the others were so important that if one of the members of the tribe were acting oddly or not as the rest of the members, it could be thrown out of the tribe and could die. Today, if we act in a different way, we might be called antisocial, or we can be thrown outside the society, but in a different way. Today, being thrown out of the society means being sent to jail, for example. Thus, when a society accepts new standards or following a set of predefined rules, in most cases, we accept those rules, even when we don't overanalyze them. We accept them because other people do, they should be fine. This of course leads sometimes to really huge problems and issues in a society, but mostly this is how the pattern works. What is acceptable by the majority should be good. Sometimes a person might be biased against us, or we might have difficulty to grant access to that person, or we cannot have this really close individual personal discussion with that person, either because we don't know that person, because we disagree in our opinions. There are cases in which we cannot use the classic techniques of manipulation, or sometimes a person might be biased against us, or we might have difficulty to grant access to that person, or we cannot have this really close individual personal discussion with that person, either because we don't know that person, because we disagree in our opinions. The point is, there are cases in which we cannot use the classic techniques of manipulation or influence that are taught in the majority of the books. In this case, what we do, we influence the surrounding of this person, and when the social surrounding of the person accepts our point of view, that person will accept what the social surrounding believes. This approach is more cost effective and often more fast in results than the classic way of finding individual approach to every single person whom you want to influence. This is especially good not only to influence one particular person through its surrounding, but also the governments and huge corporations use this technique because it's most cost effective to influence a group of people than to find individual approach to each of the possible customers. Well, I guess this is it. This is all I wanted to share with you today. Stay with me, and I will keep updating you on my progress, and share your comments with me, like my video on YouTube. If you haven't already, please also subscribe to my channel.